Tonight, what we're going to go over tonight is going to be dynamic entries, covert entries, and some vehicle egress and getting into the fight around the vehicle. Okay, our objective tonight: educate the student proper tactics and procedures for the safe rapid entry into a dwelling or a building, utilizing surprise or diversion in order to quickly overwhelm and apprehend the potentially hostile suspect or suspects. All right, dynamic entry. It's a rapid entry into an objective by as many team members as determined necessary to locate and apprehend the suspects inside. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're overwhelming them with a gross amount of individuals, basically screwing up their OODA loop. Everybody knows what the OODA loop is. Observe, orient, decide, and act. Everybody has to go through that. All right, if you're going to get into a gunfight, you're going to be an active shooter, you want to engage somebody else in a gunfight, you've got to first and foremost observe what's going on. Observe the fight, the threat, whatever's coming your way or whatever you're deciding to do. You've got to orient yourself toward that threat. Let's say you're the guy I want to kill. I observe you, you're a non-threat, but I'm an active shooter, so I'm going to take you out because you're a soft target. I observe him, I orient myself toward him. All right, here I am, I'm good to go, I'm coming guns up, I'm decided on what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 in his chest and 2 in his face, and then I'm going to act on it. All right, the shooter that we're going after, the guys inside the houses, they have the same objective. Everybody does it. They may not know it's called the OODA loop, but they have to do the same thing. Observe, orient, decide, and act. What we're doing is overwhelming them with mass amount of people, diversions, distractions that are going on outside or inside. We can also port and cover from windows that will allow us to clear the objective from outside the house before our team makes it inside and starts slow clearing or either dynamic in the house. Once we make entry, like on Garland SWAT, it looks pretty much like a serpentine method of us clearing the house. We're overwhelming them with mass numbers of SWAT guys coming in, and we're very fast and efficient at what we do on getting the house clear. About a 4,000 square foot, 2-story house, we get all 20 SWAT guys on the assault team in. We can have that whole house stocked down and cleared in about 20 to 30 seconds. And when you see that many SWAT guys coming in, flashbangs going off in every room, it overwhelms them, screws their OODA loop up. They might have had a plan, but the minute they see that coming in, flashbangs going off, windows busting over here, guns coming through the windows, guys screaming at him, get the fuck on the ground. He's looking toward him. Now he's got 4 or 5 coming in on top of him. His OODA loop is screwed up. He's stuck in what we call a goofy loop. He can't decide what to do now because he's looking at them, trying to decide. Here comes 3 more trying to decide. Now there's some more trying to decide, and that gives us the advantage because until he gets to act, he cannot do anything. And we've already got our plan. Our OODA loop isn't going to get screwed up once we get in the door, and that's what we're here for today. Overall team size, 6 to 8 team members. That's what we'd like to have on an individual team. We've got, what we do is usually 4 to 5 persons per team, but we have a 22-man assault team. We've got 3 that are heavy-headed with 5 team members, and then we've got the rest of them are all 4-man on. It's like a fire team. You got a point man, cover man, the team leader, and then the rear guard who's rear security. All right. So the more the better when it comes to making entry on it. If you're by yourself, you got to do it by yourself, just like an active shooter. We don't do the Columbine thing where we wait outside and we wait for everybody to get there and then we make entry. Shots are being fired. Your family's getting killed. Get off your ass and get in there and go take that threat out. And it's just like I said, doesn't matter if there's 2 of them and 1 of you. If your freaking OODA loop is a lot more solid than theirs is, you're the aggressor and they turn non-aggressive because you're the one engaging them and now you're screwing their OODA loop up, you're going to be the one that wins the gunfight as long as you can hit the target. All right? Lesson 6 should not be used due to inadequate cover. Length of time to clear the objective. Individual interior teams, team members work in pairs, point and cover. So even though, like I said earlier, you'll have a point man, a cover man, the team leader, and the rear guard, essentially we're point and cover. We're 2-man teams in the 4-man team element. So if you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 guys, 10 guys, 12 guys, we call it point and cover. And you can assign it that way, going down there, like say, these guys are all here going in with me, I'd be like, all right, you're point cover, point cover, point cover. And everybody knows their job, all right? That's going to be a 2-man. Doesn't say that you guys aren't going to get separated, you're not going to find a runner and have to go after him, and I'm going to end up with you in that room. But that's essentially how it goes, all right? Point always makes the decision where to go. It's kind of like being point on patrol. Those of you, anybody former military, you're on point, he's the guy leading the charge. He's the one doing all the patrolling, looking out there. He's the asshole that's going to step on all the IEDs and the booby traps too. Cover typically remains with him until he gets released. Like if we would come in here and all of y'all all of us, let's say, how many we got, 16 plus me, 17, we were to flood the room and the first two guys come in here, they're gonna spread wide and they're gonna get their corners, and then if this room's clear, nobody's stopping, everybody's constantly moving, he can release his cover guy and stay in here, and one guy, if this room was all empty, can hold this room by himself. There's no need to leave two guys in here. When you've got unknown numbers of threats downrange, you need all the hands on the fight that you can get. All right, briefing is basically what we're doing now. All right, should be able to share intelligence about the objective and any perceived internal and external dangers, such as the yard, fences, booby traps that they might have set up out there, pit bulls in the yard, stuff like that. Automatic lights that go off whenever you come up over there. You know, usually we'll try to send guys out the night before and screw their light bulbs or something like that. We've actually had that to a few of our officers when their tires on their truck got stolen. So the Turks are smart enough to do it too. All right, all members should be present, especially members from outside agencies are participating. The minute the white van pulls in, and this is no bullshit, you will see them coming out. Indians are all on the daggone porches calling people, hey, there's a SWAT team here. And you don't know if it's your objective you're about to hit. There's probably 20 guys slinging dope in a lot of the apartment complexes. And it's hilarious. You'll watch it and we'll get out there, we'll hit a house, and we'll be standing because once you pop the house, you got to set outer perimeter security again. You don't want your outer perimeter people coming in there. We've had it. If you ain't paying attention, people just walk right in the house you're in. Hey, what's going on in here? And then now they're getting jacked up. Hey, what are you doing in here, man? I don't know. I just come to see what's going on. And so they will have good eyes that are out there, and they will tell their buddies and be calling on you. And you got to be careful because you don't know which one of them. That might be their dope house, and they might have a rifle and shoot your ass from across the way. So always be concerned with their exterior security, what they've got, their cameras, fences, locks, windows covered, anything along those lines. Everybody's got, like mine's got those solar screens, hard to see in and out. They'll know how easy it is for them to see you coming. All right, the approach, pre-staging. Always one apart, all cops know this, you want to stay 2 to 3 houses down and away. All right, doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes you got to hit it fast. If they got cameras, we're going to roll right up, jump out, and be on the house that fast. If we're going to be doing a covert, or we want to get up there, sneaky peeky and get up there, we'll take our time, be quiet, and drop off 2 or 3 houses down, blacked out. It's going to depend on the type of mission and how they've got their security set and how you want to make entry to the house. Does everybody know how we number houses or how they generally go? Let's say this is the front door of the house. I don't have it on this here, but let's say this is the front door of the house. This is going to be the one side. So let's say that's our front door. This is the one side facing the street. This is the 2 side, 3 side, and 4 side. Just goes clockwise, just like that. If I say, we need you perimeter, we need freaking, let's say Abe and, what's your name, partner? The multi-cam? Tom? Abe and Tom, I want you on the 1-2 corner. That means you're going to be on the 1-2 corner right here. All right, you don't want to be hugging the house. Most of the time we'll have them staged up back if they're going to be exterior perimeter before we get there. Most of the time SWAT is already running into the house when the perimeter is getting set. That way if we have any runners, somebody comes pitching out the back, the guys on the 2-3 and the 3-4 corner are going to be yelling runner and they chase them. They're usually not in body armor. Unless you're an extreme athlete, you're not going to catch some of those individuals running. They're going to dust your ass. So ain't no use in even chasing them. Just we get a runner going out the back, we got a runner out the back, and then out the exterior perimeter will get it. So on windows, we usually label them whatever floor and go from left to right, A, B, C, D, or E. So that'll give you, and it goes either side. We're on the 2 side on the B window. If you see somebody, I got 2 side on the B window. Entry, first man entry, well, we'll set his point, cover the entry point, eyes on it at all times. So the first guy in the stack, he's the entry guy. He's the point guy, he's going to be making positive entry, the team's going to be following him. So that's who you're going to read and react off. And then once you get in there and we start going into the rooms and flowing in, you'll see that you might have been point starting out and you're going to end up cover somebody or you're going to end up point where you weren't supposed to, and that's just the way it is. Because once you get in there, everybody sets a plan. You've always got a plan, but everybody knows until you really get popped, that plan isn't worth a shit. I mean, it's good to go if everything went exactly like you planned it, but it never happens that way.